team, Brigadier Ramangwa and the team, were also investigating this matter. So because of I'm part and parcel of Brigadier Ramangwa's team reporting to General Sibia, that is the reason I got this information.
So were you part of Brigadier Ramangwa's team?
That's correct.
On this case?
That's correct.
And Brigadier Ramangwa would report regularly
to
General Sibia on this
That's
case?
That's correct.
And did you feed all of your information to Brigadier Ramangwa?
Each and everything that I get from General Sibia, Brigadier Ramangwa.
And how does Brigadier Ramangwa's team interface with the investigating officer, Sgt Mabunda?
They were communicating regularly.
So, although there is an investigating officer, there's a separate team under Brigadier Ramangwa investigating Musa Khawula.
That's correct.
Why? Did you ever find out?
Musa Khawula had many cases. He had, I think, 3 or 4 warrants on him, other than this one of Z. I think it was on those bases that, no, maybe they should address it. That is according to me, but I did not ask why.
I see. Can I take you back to your evidence in February?
Can I just ask the question, Mr. Shaskalson? Sergeant, what made this, if at all, an organized crime case that falls within that category of cases?
I don't know if I will be answering correctly. In my level, we don't ask, we execute.
I accept that, and now I'm asking you, as an organized crime police officer, you
Yes,
fall under
Commissioner.
that unit.
Yes.
Was this, according to you, forget what you've been instructed to do,
Yes.
according to you, understanding the functions
Yes,
of the organized crime unit, I think that's what it's called.
that's correct.
Was this one of those kind of cases? This complaint by Mr. Ngumalo against Mr. Khawula, does it fall in the category of organized crime cases?
No. It does not fall on organized crime.
Yes.
But according to me, based on Mr. Khawula is being arrested, given bail does not appear, warrant of arrest is issued, and then is not arrested. Arrested somewhere again, does not attend, and then another warrant of arrest is issued. Then, as organized crime, we start to dig into the why is this one not being arrested. Then we start to get involved. That is according to my...
So you suspected him because he's been missing appearances, you suspected him to be involved with organized crime?
Yes,
Is that what it is?
that's correct.
Okay. And was this a provincial or national matter, the docket that was with Sgt Mabunda?
It was a station.
It wasn't a national.
No, it was a station.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Shaskalson.
Sergeant, I just want to take you back, take issue with your answer that you don't ask questions, you just execute. Because that was essentially General Sibia's statement about you that you said was false. Remember when he denied that you had asked him what was so important about this investigation into Mr. Khawula, he said he'd never asked me that. He never asks. He's 5 rungs below me. He would never ask me a question like that. And you said, no, that's false. I often ask him a question like that.
Yes.
So you do ask questions about what's the purpose of this sort of investigation when you think that you need to know what the purpose is.
It depends on the relationship. My relationship with General CBA was a relationship where I could ask. And now my relationship with Brigadier Ramangwa is the relationship that I just take instruction that because of he took instructions from somewhere. So I'm answering on that basis. that the reason that this docket came to national office, I did not ask. It was just like that.
But you knew that General Sabia was interested in this case. You knew that General Sabia was interested in this case against Khawula.
I don't know how to answer that.
Well, your evidence earlier was that General Sabia had said he's under pressure in relation to this case because the complainants are Minister Mbalula and Z, and they carry political weight.
Yeah, that was the time now we started to execute, but I did not know that he had an interest on that before.
Sorry, you did not know that?
I did not know that he did have an interest before. I only knew when we started now to push in. That is when I said I got instructions from him.
Yes, but you'll recall that conversation
That's correct.
was on the 21st of October.
That's correct.
And we're now long past the 21st of October.
Pardon?
We're in December.
I can't hear you clearly.
We are long past the 21st of October. We're pieces of information from Z wanting you to act on it.
I'm not avoiding the question.
This wasn't really a question there, I must confess.
I don't know. Maybe you can repeat it.
Yeah, sure. Throughout this period, from 21 October into December, where we've now landed, you are aware that General Sabia has an interest in this case.
Yes.
And you're aware that he's under pressure because of the identities of the two complainants, Minister Mbalula and Z.
Yes.
Let's continue through December. On the 7th of December, you send Z a message saying, "Morning, brother, we're waiting for you in terms of the tickets."
Yes.
What was that about?
Now we received the information that Musa Khawula was going to perform somewhere. And then as a result, he contacted the IO to also go there. And then I've raised the issue that if he's performing into an event, there are two possibilities. We might be refused entry as the police. Two, the information might leak that we are looking for him because of he's a public figure. So the best way, then he suggested, now let me get the ticket so that you might, if the issue of the appointment certificate being rejected, use the tickets. Or the best way is to use the tickets to be undercover, then we go there and do our work.
Now, presumably you've got a budget for eventualities like this. If you can justify buying tickets to a concert for an operation to go undercover, SAPS will pay for it. Is that correct?
I don't know if I understand your question correctly or your comment.
So your answer is we needed to go undercover at this concert?
No, not per se as undercover. Maybe it came out wrongly. There are two things. When we get to the event, there are possibilities that we might be rejected entry. One. Two, the information might leak when we produce that we are the police, we are working on this case, because of we did not know who is who on that particular day. So we said, no, the best way is to get the ticket for in case.
So the plan is that you're going to go to this concert with tickets dressed like ordinary members of the public coming to a concert.
Yes.
And that way, nobody will know that you're police actually coming to arrest Mr. Khawula.
That's correct.
My question to you is, if that is the plan, why doesn't the SAPS pay for the tickets?
It was on weekends that day. And we did not think, to be very honest with you, we did not think that there would be any problem.
Ms. Chaskalson, my question is, why is it you who is effecting the arrest? Why is it not the investigating officer and his team?
The investigating officer was already in his way there, according to the information that I received from Mr. Khawula. And as part and parcel of our project in head office, as I've explained to Commissioner Baloyi, that there were other talkers that they were working on there. So we decided, no, let us also as well go.
Your exchange with Mr. Khawula in relation to the tickets takes place at 6:18 in the morning on Saturday, the 7th of December, 2024.
Yes.
Are you saying to me that between 6:18 in the morning and when the concert begins that afternoon or evening, it's not possible to arrange for SAPs to buy tickets themselves?
It's the weekends. Usually finance offices, they open during the course of the week. And at that particular time, I'm just being honest, we did not think it's a problematic thing to do.
So what happens then is Mr. Khawula gives you tickets, does he not? Mr. Nkumalo gives you tickets.
Yes, send them.
Can I just ask this? You have this conversation about tickets at 6:18:45 a.m. So the conversation would have started earlier. So this is a Saturday morning, you say. The conversation about Mr. Nkumalo giving you tickets must have happened earlier than 6:18, and I want to suggest on a weekday, such as Friday.
No. No.
When did this happen?
On the very same day.
On the Saturday itself?
Yes.
That he told you before 6:18?
Yes.
And how do we see that in these chats? That you would have had an earlier conversation?
When myself and sometimes it's through the WhatsApp, sometimes it's a straight phone call. I don't recall, Commissioner, that how did we communicate, but on Friday, we did not communicate about it.
This would have been a straight call, one of those straight calls, if it's not in your chats.
Yes, I'm just assuming. But it was on that day that we were communicating.
Thank you.
So he gives you the tickets.
That's correct.
And we see the tickets at page 1238.
One, 2, 3, 8, yes.
38. And you see it starts with a general admission ticket
Yes,
for 200 rands.
yes,
Then there's a VIP ticket for 1,000.
yes,
Another VIP for 1,000.
yes,
Another VIP for 1,000.
yes.
And then 2 more generals for 200. So you had 3 generals and 3 VIPs. Which one did you take?
I took the general one.
Did. Can we go to page 1244?
1,
1244. There's a picture of somebody's wrist with one of those concert bracelets that you get for admission.
yes.
Is that your wrist?
Hey, this one is too black. I'm not that.
You sent it to Mr. Nkumalo. Do you remember whose wrist you sent to Mr. Nkumalo? Was it yours or somebody else's?
Hey, I'm trying to check my wrist and that one.
No, Sergeant, the complexion may sometimes even depend on the lighting, so you can't lay too much stress on the...
I'm also checking the size, Commissioner. You see, mine is big. Hey, this one is too big. But
I'm looking at your shoulders. Your wrist must be quite big as well.
no, let me say this one might be mine. But thank you, Commissioner.
Let's go to the next picture that you sent him, 1245. It's a picture of the stage.
That's correct.
Did you take this picture or did somebody else take it?
I took it.
You see, I want to suggest to you that you can only take a picture like this if you've got VIP access, because a general admission is not going to get you to the side of the stage.
I had a general admission because of there was no order here, we just cross in and come back. But I had a normal ticket, not this one VIP.
So you sort of like wandered in and out of the VIP area too. Can I ask, was this operation to arrest Mr. Khawula successful?
No,
No. Why not?
he was not there.
He wasn't there.
That's correct.
Did the SAP ever reimburse Mr. Nkumalo for the 3,600 that he'd paid for these tickets for you to go to the concert?
I advised him to write a short statement that he assisted with his personal finances on this particular investigation. Then they must send it to the office of the Brigadier Ramango, then we'll make application to reimburse him. I don't know, I did not make a follow-up if he did that or not.
I see.
The docket in this matter, where did it end up? Does it remain in the station? Did it ever become an organized crime docket? Because now you have organized crime seriously involved in this matter.
It was still there.
You mean it was still there?
It was still there in the station. But the plan was, once he's arrested, the docket is going to be called.
So as matters ended, organized crime never had this docket? Or just explain what has happened. Where is a record of this matter kept? Is it at the station? Is it at organized crime?
It was kept at organized crime head office. I think it was now taken over by Sgt Makapane. Yeah.
At organized crime?
That's correct.
Yeah. I still ask the question, what is it about this matter or Mr. Khawula that was organized crime? Maybe as you carry on with Mr. Chaskalson, it will become clearer. It's not clear to me why organized crime as a unit would have gotten involved with this. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Sorry, who did you allocate the other 5 tickets to? So it's 3 VIP, 2 general, and the 1 general that you have. Who did you allocate the other 5 tickets to?
Captain Zungu, the one that I was with, and 3 other members from the trekking team that we found there.
So you had a team of 6, including you?
That's correct.
Thank you.
And was Brigadier Ramangwa there?
No, Brigadier Ramanga was not there.
So you said 3 other members of the team, Captain Zungu, yourself. Who's the 6th?
We were 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they know, the other ones is a trekking team, but I will provide their names shortly. I can't recall them.
So it was you and Captain Zungu and then 4 members of the tracking team.
Yes.
Was the investigating officer there, Sergeant Mabunda?
No, he was not there as yet when we arrived there.
Well, how was he going to get into the concert without a ticket?
No, if he was going to come in, we obviously going to make other arrangements.
Sorry, what arrangements would you make?
For him to get in.
So he would arrive in uniform at the concert and get in.
I don't understand.
You see, I mean, I'm the one who's struggling here. I also don't understand. I thought that the whole purpose of this operation was to have SAPS members at the concert not identifiable as SAPS members, so that they could establish where Mr. Khawula was and arrest him. That was the purpose.
Yes.
But the 6 tickets are not given, or none of the 6 tickets are given to the investigating officer who is going to effectively, perform the arrest.
Okay.
So how is he going to arrest Mr. Khawula
No,
without a
it's-
ticket?
No, it's us who they were going to arrest.
So you're going to do the arrest, and then what? How does the investigating officer fit in here? Is he going to play no role?
Okay. According to me, when I phoned him, that the information said or suggests that Mr. Khawula is at the concert,